Okay, got new batteries. But I want you to look, see if I can zoom in on that. See how thick that is. Well, that's going to be paddock number 1 down into there. And it comes back up into here. So, but yeah, part of spring on the homestead begins with thought. So if you get out there and walk around before green up, and green up's coming early this year. Normally it isn't until the end of May. But you need to get out there and look for things. Here's a good example right there. See that concrete and post that somebody dumped there? There's another concrete bar. Not sure what that is, but it's a hunk of steel. I want to get that up. Gotta get that block out of there. Anything that you don't want to hit with a brush hog. I don't own a brush hog, but maybe someday. You want to start cleaning your property up. Get that stuff picked up. There's a Bush can. Looks like a Bush Light. Not my brand, but we'll pick that up anyways. But you want to spend time walking your property, learning what's out there. We've got multiflora rows as big as a bus. I'm going to eliminate a lot of that. I can see goats in the future. They love that stuff. They'll stand right in the middle of that thing and eat on it all day. How they do that is beyond me. But they are good at building pastures. They are good at cleaning it up. We're going to be running sheep on a rotational grazing system. So we start out with the sheep, maybe a few goats in there. And this is going to come out just about to that pine tree. Just the other side of that pine tree is going to be a road that goes all the way up to the top. And that's where we're going to put a water tower that'll be fed out of that pond down there. And I'll show you how to do that when we get to that point. But all of this, we're going to use livestock to clear. We're going to start out with pigs because we want them to level it. But on a rotational grazing system, we're going to use animals, and it's called stacking. You start out with sheep, maybe a couple goats, and they go through the paddock first, and then it's followed by poultry, and then it's followed by pigs. And when the pigs get done with it, you can go back in, level it off, reseed that back to rye or some other beans, turnips, purple top turnips, to be used later. There's one of the cherry trees I took out for the new cut station. But as you can see, we got multiflora rows. And we got hawthorn. A lot of hawthorn. I've been running around in here since February, and it is just crazy thick with hawthorn. It's amazing I don't have flat tires on everything I own. Probably shouldn't say that. I'll end up with one today. But as you can see, we've been making trails. Now that's a combination. We did this in February. That's a combination four-wheeler trail, skidder trails, roads, cleaning up. so that we can get in here this spring and pull logs out. And all of this was done in February. Can't do nothing else. Might as well come on up here and clear roads and mark trees and get ready to take out some timber to use on the project. That ash tree right there with a red flag on it, we're going to take that out. Where's that flag? Right there. We're going to use that ash tree. It's really funny that thing's still alive and the beetle didn't get it. But there's a few around. I don't have a lot of valuable timber here, but doesn't mean that it can't be good, put to good use. You know, have our own sawmill. There's a nice cherry right there. Someday we'll come after that one when we need another one. But it's just the fact that you get out and learn your woods. You want to look for things like that. Found that in the brush. This was all heavy brush through here. We cleaned all the brush out, trees out, cleaned this skidder road up. Another thing you want to do, let me see if I can't locate this. Carry around a red flag. Find your property pins. Reflag them, mark them, learn where they're at. Stay away from them. It's not worth a headache, especially if you're taking out trees. There's another one right there. There's another one. You want to locate all of them, everything you can. But yeah, this is what we were doing in February. Yeah, the snow's about 2 feet deep. We had to come on up here with a back blade and just keep working back and pulling out the snow and the tops and get it cleaned up. Got nothing better to do, might as well come on up here and make some good out of it. There's another cherry tree that's going to come out. Got a heck of a crook in it. I know where I can use that. Ha! I've been looking for one of them. But yeah, get out on your property. Learn where everything's at before green up. Another month you won't be able to see any of this. You won't be able to find anything. What do we got there? Right there's another property stake. That's what you want to be doing. Carry around some orange flagging tape. Get out there and get them marked. Mark your trees that you want to take. Okay. There's 2 hickories. That first one I'm going to take. Put a flagging tape on it. Where's that flagging tape? Right there it is. Oh, it's hard to hold this camera still. But that other tree's got barbed wire going right through the middle of it. That makes a good point. Find old fences. Get that wire picked up. Get them stakes pulled out. If they're a property stake, leave them. But if they're just an old fencing stake, take them out. You don't want to be hitting that stuff with a brush hog in August. No, I don't have a brush hog, but hopefully I will. It's on my bucket list. I'm looking for that gas wall. gas well landing up here is really grown up. There it is. There's my gas well. Someday, I'm going to talk to Tiny. Someday he makes food plots. And I want to just get a good video of that. We got plenty of multiflora rows. Oh my God. But yeah, someday I want to bring Tiny up. It's not it's probably maybe a 1/4 acre. It's not that big. But I want to have him come on up here with his excavator, clear this out, push this back. Maybe at some point, if I get the 3 paddocks done, they're going to come up and cross the top. Maybe I'll run an electric fence and let the pigs in here. Let them level this. It wouldn't take them long. There's a tire eater. I should call Ripley's Believe It or Not. Nobody'd ever believe how much hawthorn's on this property. But we're going to eliminate that. One area at a time. Since we are a pasture-based system, we are in the business of catching sunshine. Give you a quick scan of that gas well. Someday that's going to be a food plot. I think that's a great place for a food plot. But we're in the business of catching sunshine. And the most productive and efficient way is grass. And then animals take that grass and convert it into healthy protein. And that's what we do. We grow healthy protein. No chemicals, no antibiotics, no preservatives, no additives, no sprays, no fertilizers. Everything's holistic. Everything's natural. Morning, Robin. That road there goes down into the hole. We call that the hole. But yeah, before spring green up, get out and walk your property. Got nothing better to do in February, put your snowshoes on, get out there. Start looking for stuff. This is all the stuff that we pulled out. Building them skidder roads, marking trees, marking logs. Spring green up comes, we won't have a problem finding them. Okay, this area right here, well, it's going to be a road. Come right straight on up through there. And this is going to be all fenced. 3 paddocks on that side. Then you got your road. And then you're going to have 4 paddocks on this side. Just look how thick all of that is. And we're going to clear a lot of that. We're going to use pigs to do it. Now someday I'll own a brush hog, but not right now. But we're going to build paddocks. Rotational grazing, 7 paddocks, 8 counting the food plot. And then right here at the top of that road, we're going to build a water tower right there. And then we're going to put in a gravity water system. There'll be a fence on both sides of this road, 12 feet wide, and that water is going to go down that fence to each paddock, gravity fed all the way to the bottom. And then as that goes down and across, I'll show show you when we get down here. Yeah, look down in there. Holy crap. It cost me a fortune if I wanted all that cleared. But we're not going to spend any money on fuel. We're not going to hire it done. We might hire Tiny to come take out some of the bigger trees. But we're going to get rid of all that stuff. And it's a work in progress. And we're using regenerative agriculture. You want animals on the land. This is called succession. This is what happens when you don't do nothing with the property, with the land. That's a brand new chicken tractor. I just brought that out. That was built at our chicken tractor class that we had last Saturday, I believe. Okay. You're going to see all of this change. Have Tiny come in and flatten this off, take this off so that we can build a bank underneath here. This is quite steep. I don't know the grade. I did have him clear this off last year. Was it last year? Yeah. He took all these trees that was up here out, put them in that brush pile. And for now we're going to be running chicken tractors on here. You're going to see 6 of them lined up. That's how many we have now. We have 400 ordered for the summer. 200 coming in May, I believe. But yeah, that fence system's going to come down here, somewhere down here. And it'll go across here to this pen, this training pen for pigs. Eventually all the baby pigs will go in there and learn what electricity is. And as that water comes down the fence and comes across here, there'll be a port, a hose hookup on this training pen. And if you look out there in that pond, right there, I went out there in February with a chainsaw. Cut a hole in the ice. It was 8 inches thick, and I put in that post, and that water right there is 5 feet deep. 2 feet of it's mud, but that's 5 feet deep. And we're going to put in a reverse water system that can't freeze, and we'll get into that this summer. Okay, that's a quick tour. I wanted to get this recorded just so that you can see the changes that's going to be coming and how we set up a homestead. All right. Bye for now. Get your farming on.